when the light bulb was going off in my head. It was like, I sleep on these products every single night. I've had it every single day of my entire life, yet nobody's spoken to me about this or explained why it's good for me. I really wanted messaging that really spoke to what was important. Simplicity, easy, transparency, good reviews, validation. Like, we take all of the paralysis by analysis of the purchase out of the equation. The biggest challenge in the early days was honestly funding. We set a goal of $50,000 in Kickstarter and we ended up doing $250,000. It was all word of mouth. My wife's background was in PR, so she really knew the ropes in terms of speaking to editors and how to get in touch. We didn't have connections, just more tactical, and that really proved to be huge for us. In early days, I wanted to see everything, and then I quickly noticed what I needed to outsource. If anything's taking up like more than 50% of your time, then it's probably too much. When you're spending a few $100 on marketing, okay, fine. Once the stakes get really big and you're spending, tens of thousands of dollars in a particular day, then you should probably find somebody that's a little better. And typically I like to outsource because then I could learn from them. It's very easy to fire and change and be agile. You kind of get married to someone when you hire them and you work shoulder to shoulder with them. So with an agency, if the performance is bad, you can cut and create some competition, some tension on that, and I think that actually works better. As the business swells and becomes more complicated and you have so many marketing channels in play, having a brand that stands for something and has an identity is actually the most important thing at this point, because it kind of stretches to all the products we make and everything we do. In the early days, performance was critical, but it changes over time. I think intuition is really important, and I think you can lose that if you look too hard at the numbers. This whole business was started by intuition. We had no data at that point. Sometimes I'd say, hey, I was watching TV last night and this was really interesting. It's something to test. This brand was doing this or that brand was doing that. And then we go and we try it. And then we look at the data after that and say, hey, did this work or not? But the data might not have led us there and told us what the next thing to do was. So I think you just have to kind of temper how you use data when you make decisions, particularly depending on what stage of the business you're in.